Was this really just a simple mistake by a father who's a bit too in love? Or was it something much deeper and more calculated? You have to wonder if Rich Forrester has finally lost his mind, or if he's just so wrapped up in Brooke Logan that he's willing to set his own daughter's life on fire just to see Brooke smile. We are looking at a total nuclear meltdown at Forrester Creations, and honestly, the "please dad" we heard coming from Steffy wasn't just a daughter asking for a favor. It was the sound of a woman watching her hero turn into her biggest enemy. Why is Ridge suddenly okay with burning down the legacy he built with Steffy, just to chase some nostalgic fantasy with Brooke? We need to talk about the psychological warfare happening in that office, because this co-CEO coup is unlike anything we've seen in years. So let's set the stage here. The air in the Forrester office has completely changed. It's not about high fashion or couture anymore. It's about high-stakes betrayal. Brooke Logan didn't just walk in and ask for a little more responsibility. No, she went for the jugular. She asked for the crown that Steffy Forrester has been wearing with absolute, fierce precision for years. And the crazy part? Rich didn't laugh in her face. He didn't say, "Brooke, honey, you're a great chemist and a legend, but Steffy is the CEO." Instead, he actually sat there and weighed the idea of ousting his own daughter to put his wife in her chair. It makes you think he's completely forgotten the last decade of corporate stability. This isn't just a business change. It's a fundamental shift in the power balance that has kept the Forrester and Logan families in a Cold War for a long time. Ridge's decision to even bring this up to Steffy shows a massive lapse in judgment. I think it's triggered by his history of never being able to say no to Brooke whenever she plays the destiny card. He's looking at the past, the Eric and Stephanie era, and using it like a blueprint. But the funny thing is, he's totally ignoring the fact that Eric and Stephanie often made each other miserable in that office. By bringing this idea to Steffy, he isn't just asking for a corporate shuffle. He's asking her to voluntarily erase her own hard work. It's a total insult to everything she has accomplished. Why does Brooke feel like she needs this right now? It's not just about professional ambition. It's about making sure the Logans have a seat at the very top. Brooke sees the Logan influence slipping, and she's using her romantic leverage over Ridge to get it back. Inside, Brooke is probably feeling like she needs to be Ridge's everything again. His wife, his partner, and his co-boss. But for Steffy, the feeling is pure horror. Imagine the person you look up to most, your own father, telling you that you're expendable because his wife wants a new hobby. It's a gut punch that goes way beyond business. We really have to reframe this whole situation. This isn't a promotion for Brooke. It's a direct demotion for Steffy. In any normal company, this would be a clear case of nepotism. Brooke is acting like she's trying to stabilize things, but she's the one causing all the drama. She's gaslighting Ridge into thinking that a power couple is the only way to win. But she's ignoring the chaos she's creating in his family. Honestly, Ridge is being incredibly weak here. A real leader would see that Steffy earned her spot with results, not with a marriage certificate. To even ask her to step aside is such a slap in the face. I completely disagree with how Ridge is handling this. He's choosing the easy way out with Brooke and starting a war with his daughter. It's all about his hero complex. He wants to give Brooke whatever she wants, but he's suffering from major cognitive dissonance. He knows Steffy is the right person for the job, but his ego loves the idea of Brooke's power couple pitch. He's addicted to being the center of her world, and he's making Steffy pay the price for it. When Steffy finally breaks down and says, "Please, Dad," she isn't just talking about a title or a desk. She is fighting for her father's respect. She's realizing that no matter how many lines she launches or how well she runs the show, she will always be second to Brooke in Ridge's heart. That's what's really horrifying here. She's feeling a deep sense of abandonment. She's been the loyal Forrester for years, and now she finds out she was just a placeholder. Think of this like a hostile takeover from inside the family. Brooke is using the Stephanie playbook to manipulate Ridge's nostalgia. By talking about Eric and Stephanie, Brooke is trying to turn herself into the new matriarch of Forrester, a title that Steffy thinks belongs to her own bloodline. It's a brilliant but really cruel psychological trick. I truly believe Steffy is 100% right to be furious. If she gives even an inch here, she loses her entire identity at the company. Brooke doesn't have a management legacy at Forrester. She's a designer and a chemist, but she has never steered the ship the way Steffy has. Ridge is being totally blinded by Brooke's vision. But visions don't pay the bills or manage employees. Brooke is just making a power grab because she's insecure. Why now? Maybe she sees Hope's influence slipping and thinks she has to seize control to protect her daughter's future. It's a mother's instinct twisted into corporate sabotage, and Ridge is just the one letting it happen. And then there's the whole Hope Logan of it all. Seeing Hope witness this new side of her mother is really interesting. Hope has always played the moral compass character, but now she's seeing the benefits of being ruthless. She realizes that if Brooke is co-CEO, her own fashion line, Hope for the Future, is finally safe. She probably feels a mix of relief and a weird kind of pride. She's been feeling powerless against Steffy, and now she sees her mom taking charge. It validates Hope's desire to fight for her own brand, even if the way they're doing it is pretty shady. It's like the Logan women are a tag team now. Brooke is the one breaking down the door, and Hope is just waiting to walk through the hole. Hope's support of this move is honestly so hypocritical. She always talks about fairness, but she's cheering for a move that kicks a competent CEO to the curb just because that CEO paused her fashion line. It's a total rules for you but not for me situation. It makes the Logans look like the villains of the story. Hope is basically living through her mother's power play. By watching Brooke dominate, Hope feels more entitled to her own legacy. It's a dangerous path that could lead Hope to make even more aggressive moves later on, which is only going to push the Forresters further away. The tension isn't just about office bickering anymore. It's a full-on civil war. Steffy isn't just saying no. She is flat out forbidding the promotion. She's telling Ridge to go back to Brooke and tell her the dream is over. This puts Ridge in the messiest spot of his entire life because he knows Brooke won't take no for an answer either. Things are getting worse because Ridge is trying to play both sides, and that never works in a power struggle. By not shutting Brooke down immediately, he gave her hope. By actually pitching it to Steffy, he gave her a reason to never trust him again. Now, every single decision at Forrester is going to be seen as part of this betrayal. The fallout from this is going to be absolutely catastrophic for the whole family. I honestly think Steffy might go for the nuclear option and call in Eric Forrester. If Eric takes Steffy's side, it's going to drive a massive wedge between him and Ridge. But if he chooses Brooke and Ridge, Steffy might actually walk away from the company entirely. Can you even imagine Steffy starting her own rival fashion house? If she feels like her own father replaced her, she has zero reason to stay loyal to the Forrester name. We could be looking at a Steffy signature brand that takes half the staff with it. It's so ironic that Brooke and Ridge are trying to stabilize the company, but might end up being the ones who finally destroy it. Even if Ridge backs down now, the damage is done. The relationship between him and his daughter is probably broken forever. The fact that he even thought Brooke was a better fit for the CEO chair than Steffy is something she won't ever forget. She'll always be waiting for the next time her father decides his wife's ambition is more important than his daughter's career. It's a heartbreaking realization for her. She thought they were a winning combination, but now she knows she's just a second choice. So, let's look at the actual facts of what happened in the office. Ridge walks in and he's clearly nervous. He knows what he's about to ask is insane. He tells Steffy about Brooke's vision. He mentions how Brooke wants to be co-CEO alongside him to repair the division in the company. Can you believe the nerve? Using division as an excuse to take someone else's job? Steffy's reaction was exactly what you'd expect. Pure shock and then total fury. She straight up asked him, "The two of you guys together? She'd take my spot." She didn't hold back. She made it clear she wasn't stepping down for anyone. And what about Ridge? He's left with nothing but misgivings. He wanted to give Brooke good news, but now he's doubting it can even happen. But he's still wondering if there's a way to make it work. That is the part that kills me. He sees how much he's hurting Steffy, and he's still looking for a loophole for Brooke. That tells you everything you need to know about where his loyalties lie right now. He's trapped between his wife and his daughter, and he's doing a terrible job of navigating it. Meanwhile, Brooke is acting like the job is already hers. She's confident. She thinks she's brought Ridge around to her side, and that he's going to push Steffy into some lesser position. It's so predatory. And Hope is right there with her, celebrating this bright future they're headed toward. They're basically having a party while Steffy's world is falling apart. Hope is so excited about no longer having to butt heads with Steffy and finally getting her line back. It's all very convenient for the Logans, isn't it? The funny thing is, Brooke's big argument is that she wants to be like Eric and Stephanie. But Brooke is not Stephanie Forrester. Stephanie built that company from the ground up alongside Eric. Brooke has been a huge part of it, sure, but she hasn't been the one steering the ship for the last few years. Rich himself admitted that he designs and Steffi steers the ship. So why change a winning formula? It only makes sense if you look at it through the lens of Ridge's obsession with keeping Brooke happy at all costs. Let's talk about the other people at the company who are getting caught in the crossfire. You've got Zend, who is absolutely furious right now. He worked his tail off on a collection that's never going to see the light of day because of the decisions being made at the top. He's in the office with Carter, and you can see the sting of rejection all over his face. While the Forresters and Logans are playing musical chairs with the CEO title, actual designers like Zend are watching their careers stall out. It just shows how much this internal fighting is hurting the actual business. And then there's Liam, who is worried about Hope. He offered to give her a new line at his company, but she's hesitant. She's worried about how leaving would affect Brooke's standing. It's a mess of family loyalty and professional ambition. The Logan family is already a disaster because of the feud between Brooke and Katie, and Hope doesn't want to make it worse. But by staying and fighting for Brooke's co-CEO spot, she's making the war with the Forresters 10 times worse. It's like they're all trapped in a cycle of drama that no one can escape. The psychological layer of this is just wild. Ridge is exhibiting classic enabler behavior. He wants to be the hero for Brooke, but he's being a villain to Steffi. He's trying to convince himself that this is for the good of the company, but he knows deep down it's just to keep peace in his marriage. And Steffi? She's dealing with the trauma of feeling replaced. This isn't the first time Ridge has chosen a Logan over a Forrester, and for Steffi, this feels like the final straw. She is preparing for war. And honestly, I don't blame her. What do you think is going to happen when Eric gets involved? Eric loves Brooke, but he also knows that Steffi has earned her place. He understands how dangerous this internal power struggle is for the company's future. If he steps in, he has to choose between his son's wishes and his granddaughter's rights. It's an impossible choice for a man who just wants his family to be happy. But in this house, happiness for one person usually means misery for another. Will he save Steffi's job? Or will he let the Logan takeover happen? You have to wonder if Brooke even realizes how much damage she's doing. She's so focused on her vision and destiny that she's blind to the fact that she's tearing a father and daughter apart. Or maybe she does realize it and just doesn't care. That's the dark question here. Is this a calculated move to finally get rid of Steffi's influence once and for all? Brooke has always felt like the Forresters look down on her, and this might be her way of finally proving she's the one in charge. And Hope is right there cheering her on. It's a new side of Brooke, a fiercer side, and Hope is all for it. She's tired of being the one who has to beg for a production date. She wants power, and she's happy to let her mother be the one to grab it. It's a very different Hope than the one we're used to seeing. She's becoming more like Brooke every day. And that should be terrifying for anyone with the last name Forrester. This whole situation is a ticking time bomb. Ridge is stuck in a mess. And there's no easy way out. If he gives Brooke the job, he loses Steffi. If he tells Brooke no, he risks his marriage. He's cornered. It's the ultimate test of his character, and so far he's failing. He's letting his wife's ambition dictate the future of his company and his relationship with his children. It's a total disaster in the making. I want to know what you guys think about all of this. It's really dividing the fans. Some people think Brooke deserves a shot at the top, while others think Ridge is being the worst father in the world. I mean, do you think Ridge has any right to even ask Steffi to step aside? Or is this the ultimate betrayal? Feels so personal. And what about Brooke? Is she genuinely trying to stabilize the company? Or is she just using her marriage to pull off a corporate coup? It's a lot to think about. The horror in Steffi's eyes tells the whole story. This isn't just office politics. This is a family being ripped apart by ego and nostalgia. Ridge is chasing a ghost of the past, and he's willing to sacrifice his daughter's future to find it. It's one of the most intense storylines we've seen in a long time, and the consequences are going to be felt for years. Whether Steffi stays and fights or leaves and starts her own empire, Forrester Creations will never be the same after this. The funny thing is, Everyone keeps talking about destiny. But whose destiny are we talking about? Brooke's destiny to be at the top? Or Steffy's destiny to lead the family business? It seems like those two destinies are on a collision course, and Ridge is the one standing on the tracks. He needs to find a backbone and fast, or he's going to end up with a company in ruins and a family that won't even speak to him. Don't you just love the drama? It's why we watch. But this time it feels different. Feels like the stakes are higher than ever. The lines between the Logans and the Forresters are being drawn in permanent ink. There's no going back from a betrayal like this. Once a father tells his daughter she's replaceable, that relationship is changed forever. Steffy is horrified, and she has every right to be. She's blindsided and furious, and I am right there with her. So what's next? Will Ridge actually go through with it? Will he find a way to make it happen despite Steffy's refusal? Or will he finally realize the damage he's causing and tell Brooke that her co-CEO dreams are over? It's going to be a wild ride, and I can't wait to see how it all plays out. The please dad moment was just the beginning of the end for the Forrester piece. Make sure you tell me your thoughts in the comments. Are you hashtag Team Steffy or hashtag Team Brooke? Who do you think should be in that co-CEO chair? This is the kind of debate that keeps the show so exciting. I want to hear all your theories and your predictions for what Eric is going to do. Will he be the hero Steffy needs, or will he let Brooke take it all? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Forrester power struggle, do me a huge favor and hit that like button. It really helps out the channel and lets me know you want more of this commentary. And if you're new here and want to stay up to date on all things the bold and the beautiful, make sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications. We're going to be following this CEO war every single day, and you won't want to miss a single spoiler or update. Thanks so much for watching and for being part of the conversation. I'll see you in the next one. Stay bold. From a business perspective, the sources make a strong case that Ridge is overstepping. Steffy has steered the ship for years, and Ridge himself admits that their partnership has been a winning combination. Because Steffy has earned her spot through results, many, including Steffy herself, argue that Ridge has no professional right to demote a successful CEO just to satisfy his wife's sudden ambition. The legacy problem. A major point of contention in the sources is that Brooke has no legacy with Forrester in terms of management and has never been part of the leadership team in this way before. Asking a proven leader to step aside for someone with zero management experience is, in any other world, a textbook case of a power grab. The moral right. The father-daughter betrayal. This is where the horror comes in. To Steffy, this isn't a business suggestion, it's a personal attack and a betrayal psychological impact. By even entertaining Brooke's idea, Ridge is effectively telling Steffy that her years of loyalty and hard work are expendable compared to Brooke's desires. The enabler dynamic. The sources suggest Ridge is stuck in a mess because he can't say no to Brooke when she plays the destiny card. This makes the request feel less like a valid business move and more like Ridge being manipulated into prioritizing his romantic life over his daughter's career. Brooke's justification. The power couple fantasy. Brooke's argument is built on nostalgia, not necessarily modern business logic. She is using the memory of Eric and Stephanie as a blueprint to convince Ridge that they need to be a power couple to stabilize the company. The counter-argument. Steffy points out that Brooke needs to stay in her lane, while Brooke wants to repair the division in the company. The sources highlight the irony that her request is actually creating the biggest division the company has seen in years.